following program is part of the Evolution Podcast Network.
Press record.
I'm already pressed record.
Oh, we already recording?
Yes, we are. We're on.
Well, hello there, people.
Hello.
What's going on? What's going on? We got this is a special day today as we're recording. It's November 24th. It's Dominic's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
I survived.
What did you say in the car? What did you say in the car? Do you remember?
Oh, no. What did you say?
When we were driving here. With it raining. The world is crying.
Oh, yeah, world is crying because you were born. World cried the day Tom was born.
I did laugh at that.
It is fucking raining outside. It's cold and wet and damp. Don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like the dampness either.
White people's weather.
It is white people weather.
As we said.
Yeah.
I don't like the dampness. Cold, I don't mind.
It's
Dampness.
actually British weather.
It is.
Yeah.
I usually feel just at home, start singing God Save the Queen. And
That's
all
why
that.
I'm depressed.
Oh, jeez. I've never seen a guy not like where he's from.
Why?
I've never met anybody. You're the first.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, even when I talk to Cal, I mean, you can sense that sometimes he misses his home, don't you?
Yeah,
Sometimes?
sometimes.
Yeah, see?
Well, I miss family more than I miss.
Well, I miss
and the warm weather at the
I miss my
beaches.
kids, but that's,
Well, yeah, that'd be a given. I mean, he used to be a heartless bastard.
it really, really does depress me thinking that
That they have to live there?
Yeah, it's true.
not that you're away, just because they live in England.
No, that I'm away from them, that does depress me, but it's also depressing that they have to live there. And for whatever reasonings there is behind the whole story, which I won't go into, but
Maybe they're just afraid to move.
I won't go into the full details, not on air, but I will.
No,
I
no.
will willingly talk to you off air, but
Yeah.
there's a big thing there. Where,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
Maybe one day. I took a liking to your kids. They're great kids.
I know.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, they're good. They're good boys.
They're due for a trip up here, anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
They
should.
are.
We should get that. We'll bring them into the studio one day.
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure they'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Fucking. Oh man, what a day! I've already accomplished a lot. I got the old Chinese lady doing my laundry
No.
up the street.
So you've accomplished something by taking your laundry to somebody else. That's reasonable.
Wait, do you always take your laundry out? Do you guys not have laundry?
Oh, we have a laundry downstairs, but because I work, he told me not to. Usually, I just take like my khakis and my jersey there
Okay.
because they'll starch them, and
Yeah.
the khakis need to be starched so they're standing up by themselves. But
Yeah.
like, and my jerseys, I just get them professionally done. I don't fuck around with the washer downstairs and fuck them up.
Okay.
But because I have all the work clothes and stuff and all the rubber dust, he was just like, don't use the laundry downstairs. Use the laundromat or whatever.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
He said it'll fuck the plumbing up. So I was
Yeah,
like,
I know.
fuck.
Yeah, that makes sense because you don't want to. Yeah, that's
The
if
last
you
thing
fuck
I-
that shit up. Like that's a big job.
Yeah, plus, like, listen, my apartment is at my dad's house. I'm not going to, not. And the last thing I need to do is have him aggravated trying to fix the plumbing because in his brain he thinks he's still 30.
He'll
Right?
try to do it himself first.
Yeah.
And then probably make it even worse.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just, anything that has to do with the house, I try to minimize damage as much as possible.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, how's everybody?
Good. Good.
Excuse me. Good.
You ready for sushi?
No,
Oh, Lord.
I'm just not eating.
You know he's gonna have some of the fried rice and some General Tao chicken,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pork skewers.
pork skewers.
I'll do with something like
They
that.
do have a lot of like non-sushi food there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked it if it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
After this, I'm taking my goddaughters for ice cream.
Okay.
Okay.
I do it every year.
Cool.
So, I don't know, whatever. I'm just happy it's my birthday. Dude, I didn't think I was going to see 21.
Now I know you keep saying that.
Repeatedly.
I know.
Yeah. Not even on your birthday. Like, you just keep saying that. Every other week, you get to hear it. I didn't think I
Every other week?
Every other week.
Fuck me. Okay.
Y'all motherfuckers shut up now. Already.
Yeah. Sure.
How was your Black Friday? You didn't do nothing.
No. I didn't do anything.
Why would I do anything?
There's no religious fucking deal.
It's not just one day, so I don't really care. I'll go sometime during the week to buy something.
The sales are going to be on.
Those sales are always going to be
the
there.
Sales are on, but there's a lot of stuff missing. Like I went to Walmart today.
Yeah,
that's the other thing I did. I went to Walmart. I had to pick up a case for my tablet.
Okay.
And
all the PlayStation shit it was ravaged.
Okay.
Well, that's what happens when you have these silly people coming out and buying everything on one day. It's fucking stupid.
No. In the States it's like that, where they beat the shit out of each other and stuff.
I've seen the videos and it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But have you seen the one of like Canada versus the States?
No.
Oh. Well, why don't we just pull that up?
You don't even have that thing fucking set up, man.
It is set up. Okay, Google. Pull up YouTube.
It doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Oh,
there you go. Oh, I stand corrected. So now we're going to listen to fucking Google. Yeah,
okay,
that must be entertaining for people.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Play Canada versus...
Ha! She loves what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Shut up. What the hell is that? Okay, Google, shut up. Where is that coming from? Here?
Dude, just turn the volume down.
What the
It's my phone.
Who cares?
And why do you have the Canadian national anthem playing?
I have no idea.
We apologize for this. Very, very
I don't apologize for it at all.
Well,
no.
I
think it's fucking funny.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to figure out this.
Fucking Mr. Gadget then. Don't have to use his gadgets. What the fuck?
I know. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, I used to be a freaking allegedly being a hacker. Like, don't know how to turn off fucking.
How's my phone? What's my phone doing? I don't know how to turn it down.
I didn't know. Anyways, there's a video where you can see Black Friday from the States and then Black Friday in Canada.
Okay.
From last yesterday. So like someone puts it like they show the first one in the States and they're just fucking just beating the shit out of each other and stuff like that. And then there's like
stupid.
And then there's like the Canadian one, like everybody single file clapping. Yay, we're here for Black Friday.
No, you know who I feel bad for? The guy at like Walmart or Best Buys that have to go open the door.
In the States.
In the States, I feel bad for that guy because that guy get trampled on.
Get the fuck away.
All that for a fucking TV that'll I'll be breaking 2 years.
It's fucking crazy.
It is fucked up, man. People just fighting.
Listen, if I was in the States, I wouldn't have gone out for Black Friday. Fuck that. But Canada's different.
You went late anyway.
Dude,
You said to me that you were going to pick me up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that, to go.
I ended up going at 10.
Fuck off.
I ended up going at 10.
Yeah, why did you want to pick us up to go shopping with you?
First of all, I hate doing shit by myself.
Okay, well, I know that. You need somebody to hold your hand. I get it.
No.
You're like weirdly not into being an adult.
No, it's not that I don't need you to hold my fucking hand.
Why do you need it there then?
Just to keep me company. I don't want to talk to myself.
Why?
I don't know. It just keeps my mind sane. It's just things I do to like.
Well, play with your phone if you're,
Yeah, walk around. Do the exact same as everybody else. Walk around looking at your fucking phone.
Well, I probably could do that and bump into people, but
it's normal these days.
No, I know.
But like, I mean, you say you go to the mall to buy something, you're kind of going to a place to buy it, so you just kind of go there and buy it. Like
walk in, buy your shit, walk back out.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But
when I'm like,
you want to make it a social occasion, you going fucking shopping. What the fuck? Really?
I thought he was like, I'm going to pick you guys up at like early in the morning. I'm like, so we're going to do the show early and then you're going to go do your shit.
No.
Which I kind of wished you did that over waiting till 3 o'clock, and then you just roll up into my house.
Okay, well, the 3 o'clock.
I bought so much shit today.
The 3 o'clock thing wasn't my fault. That was Rogers with their whole fucking computer system crashing.
But you decided to do everything on Black Friday.
That's the whole point of Black Friday.
No, it isn't. The whole point of Black Friday is to rip people off even fucking more, so they buy more shit. That's the thing behind it.
I mean, that is true. You did your new contract. You did sign up for extra gigs and pay a little bit more, didn't you?
No, not at all.
You just told me you pay a little bit extra and you got extra gigs a day.
The only thing was extra was $10 a month for the tablet to put on my lines.
Okay.
Other than that, it was.
So you bought extra shit?
No.
Did he?
But you are paying extra $10. So.
Yeah, that's it. $10.
But you are paying extra now.
Yes, just $10.
There you go.
If it was any more, I would have said no.
Doesn't matter. You still paid extra.
I win in the long run.
What?
I win in the long run. I went from 10 gigs of data to 18.
Is that shared?
With my brother, yeah, but he's leaving. He's jumping off the plane, and my dad's coming on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to turn my dad's data off. He doesn't need the internet. So I'm going to have 18 gigs to myself.
Woo.
That's what I said. Woo.
Yeah, okay.
Then maybe I can stream Howard Stern while I'm at work.
Sure. I'm at the other end of the fucking plant. I don't give a shit.
I'll yell over. Hey, Will, listen to the vibrator.
You can't yell that far. You can't. I'm telling you, you can't. It doesn't matter. You can look at me anywhere you wish.
Well, he probably.
You know he's going to test that now. Tomorrow he's going to test it.
But even if he could hear me, he'll turn his fucking hearing aid off just to pretend he didn't hear me.
Fuck yeah.
I do that often.
You know, I do envy you for that sometimes. Like, I wish I can turn people off.
Oh, it's good. It's so good.
It's honestly, like, I'm not just even talking about you, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm talking about a lot of people, man. Like, sometimes I wish, like, I know me and John had this conversation.
Yeah.
And John said the same thing. He's like, it's weird to say it, but I wish I have an ear hearing aid that I can turn down and I can't hear anybody
Bobby
else.
said the same thing. I can't remember.
It was probably Thursday night.
It probably was. But then he said to me, I'm reading his lips, and he's saying, "Don't you wish you could turn your hearing aid off at this point?" I said, "I already have." And he went, "Fuck you," as Bobby does. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. God.
Oh, speaking of Bobby,
yeah.
Wasn't it weird that John even agreed with me that gays have an accent?
Not all the gay people.
No, the more it goes by flamboyancy. That's what I'm saying.
Flamboyancy?
The more flamboyant that the gay person is, the more of an accent that they have.
It is true.
I wouldn't have used the word flamboyant, but
I think there's a correct word, flamboyant.
I think that's a right word.
I didn't mean it out of malice.
No. I mean, how can you say somebody's flamboyant out of malice?
No, I'm not saying that.
Like,
I'm just saying I wouldn't use that word in
if the person's
what you're trying to
completely
describe.
straight and he's like flamboyant, maybe. I don't know.
I've seen straight people that are flamboyant.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
There are.
Well,
but I just wouldn't use that word. It's just...
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. fucking Thesaurus over there. What the fuck? He's a fucking thesaurus.
Yeah.
Okay, what word would you use then?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's the whole thing. So I can't really...
Flamboyant.
I mean, I keep telling you, I don't hear that. I don't. I just don't. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it was because we were conditioned from Jerry Springer to hear it.
No. Don't group me together with you. I didn't watch that trash.
You didn't watch Jerry Springer ever?
No. I've seen literally first time I saw Jerry Springer, I'm like, why the fuck is this on TV right now?
Yeah.
It's just I was never into that, like, daytime trash TV, man.
Daytime, it was always nighttime.
No, Jerry Springer was always on daytime. When I first watched
No. You've got to take into account, right, that to watch Jerry Springer, it has to be in Canadian time wherever it is in the world. So it's that time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It could be on an evening in Sri Lanka.
No. I'm talking about here.
Oh, you're talking here? Oh.
Here, yeah.
Yeah,
It's always on during the
it's
during
the
afternoon. Yeah.
It's still on in the afternoon now, but When it first came out in Canada, it was 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, was it? Well, either way, I never watched that show. What's the other one?
Steve Wilkos?
No, the one with the DNA test.
Maury.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I never watched any of those shows.
See, the DNA test ones are pretty funny. Well, not funny, but I'm torn because, like, if the girl's like, "Oh, I want to just have a father in my son's life or my daughter's life," and they need that, they're just trying to put the family together type of thing. I'm like, yeah, I wish the guy's the father. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But when the girl's like, I just want my money and I want child support and I just want money. I'm like, oh, you stupid whore. I hope you get it.
What?
There's two types of girls that come on the show when they do the DNA test, right?
I know you've been through that, but that isn't what I'm questioning. I'm questioning you're turning around and calling her a disparaging name for wanting exactly the same thing that you want, which is money.
Never mind.
He got you there, buddy.
But I am a whore sometimes,
So she's wanting, excuse me, she's wanting money, and she's a, air quotes, whore for wanting money off him, but you wanting money is perfectly legitimate.
No, because
why?
I wouldn't do it at the expense of my children. I got lines I won't cross.
So you keep saying.
Yeah.
But I keep seeing those lines get further and further and further and further back. It's just
that one will never move. If I have children, I will never sacrifice anything for my. I will never sacrifice my children for something better for me. Never. Won't happen. That I can guarantee. Not gonna happen.
Okay.
So that's why it irritates me. The women like that. Like,
she's trying to get money for her child.
No. It's like, it's obviously the way in her tone and her thing is that it's not money for the child. Let's be honest. There's a lot of women that'll use a child to get money for themselves. My mom did it. I didn't see a penny of my child support. She spent it all on drugs and alcohol.
Did she buy you clothes?
No, I went like years without a jacket. Why don't you think I wear a jacket?
I have no idea.
I don't wear a jacket because I haven't had a winter jacket since I was 13.
Well, I mean, you're an adult that works. You can buy yourself a jacket.
I'm just used to it now. That it doesn't bother me. But I legitimately I haven't had a jacket since I was 13. I go to school back and forth with no jacket.
But did she provide food?
A little bit of it. A lot of the times me and my brother would scramble like to get food and stuff like that, but a lot of stuff we didn't like eat or want but like I don't know, it's a different situation, but like my dad paid probably close to $150,000 over the years, and I barely seen it. No Christmases, no nothing. My mother and my stepfather drunk or fucked up on the couch. That's what we got for Christmas or my birthday. I didn't get a birthday gift until I moved back with my dad when I was 21.
Cool.
So that's why that irritates me. That's why I'm like, I hope he's not the father.
There is a lot of people that uses like the
child is a weapon. That's like, what I'm against.
Like people that's like it's mainly the people that's like fucking living off the system that do it. Not everybody. Like
no.
Don't get me wrong. There are people that are living off the system that actually needs help. But there are also people that used to being on the system and just can't, or well, not even can, just won't do anything to make their life any better. Like I know this girl that one of Megan's friends, she put her through school. She got 2 kids. Her husband passed away 2 years ago. She put her through school. Now she's working in a law office. And she could have easily just taken advantage of the system and just like fucking done it. But like there are people that wants to better themselves, and then there are people that just want to live off the fucking free money.
Oh, dude, I fully admit I was on welfare.
But you find then that the people, or I don't know, I could be completely utterly wrong, I don't know, but then you've got people sitting down during the daytime, as you say, these programs are on during the daytime or late at night, and watching trash like that. And then they begin to judge people And I don't understand why you would want to watch a program where it comes down to just judging people because...
I mean, it really is.
Those
Those shows are about judging people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why?
It's more of a... I like more of the circus atmosphere of it.
It is a fucking circus.
It's a fucking circus, bro. Like,
it's not even a good circus.
It's
I've seen episodes.
Yeah.
I've seen episodes. I saw one where the episode happened... And this guy walked on to the stage, and he was best friends with this girl, and her boyfriend had disparaged her.
Yeah.
So he walked on and literally fucking right hooked him as soon as he walked on the...
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching Jerry.
That was, whatever.
Yeah, I can tell exactly. It's the same format every
Bang, straight away. And I mean, they got into this fist fight on TV. The crowd was going absolutely fucking ballistic and loving it. And I'm like, turn this shit off.
I know.
You know, it's funny because in the 90s,
God.
it was almost worse. Those shows used to be worse. Those are tame now. It wasn't until, remember Jenny Jones?
No.
There was a talk show called Jenny Jones, and it was the same style, like the three-ring circus type of thing. And then someone killed somebody over it. There was like a episode of like, I have a secret crush on you type of thing. And the guy comes on and is like, oh, somebody has a secret crush about you. And it ends up being like a guy friend of his. So like he kind of like freaks out. And then when they go home, he goes and fucking gets him at the bar and shoots him.
Okay.
And then ever since then, it's kind of, those talk shows have really calmed down in the whole, their demeanor. But it had gotten, like, what you see now is pretty tame than what it was.
Well, it doesn't really matter. They're still garbage.
Oh, I'm not saying
It's
that.
all garbage.
Yeah.
I'm not saying at all. I'm not watching it for its fucking moral
Then
merits.
why are you watching it then?
I told you, it's part of the circus, just to see what's up.
Fuck no, it's fucked.
Yeah, I just don't find those shows really entertaining.
Actually, you know what shows I do find entertaining?
What?
The judge shows. The courtroom ones. Like Judge Mathis and stuff like that. Not the other, and Joe Brown.
Even those ones, I've seen like couple of episodes of Judge Judy, and
Fuck yeah,
Like,
I remember her.
like even that, like TV court. Come on,
Why?
yeah, it's not even a real fucking court. It's like a fucking it's a set.
Yeah, I know. And then they don't have to pay. If they lose, they don't have to pay.
Yeah,
The TV show pays, even if you lose.
Complete and utter fucking boredom.
Oh, well, Miss Scusi, what would you like to talk about, sir?
No, I'm saying those programs are
No, I
absolute
know.
fucking boredom.
I-
Why would that? I don't understand why people watch it.
Actually, you
No,
know what the highlight of those shows are for me?
What?
The commercials.
oh,
The injury commercials.
oh,
like,
yeah.
Or the like the chasing ambulance ones or the medicine ones.
Yeah.
Makes you see how fucked up Americans are. Have you ever seen those commercials?
I don't have a TV in the sense that I don't have cable. I don't have it at all.
Oh, dude. These commercials are fucking great.
I don't understand. This is the thing. I don't understand anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where the fuck you are, right? Why people would pay $60, $70, $80, $100, $100, whatever you pay for your cable subscription. You're paying that cable company to watch 25% of the time commercials. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, I don't pay, but I pay $15 a month.
For what?
700 channels
Okay.
from around the world.
So advertise what you're watching then.
I watch BBC. I watch fucking...
What do you use to watch them?
What do you mean what I used to watch them? What do I use?
That's what I just asked.
I use Android box.
Okay, so you use an Android box, which is fine. Okay, so you're not getting commercials off there or anything else.
Yeah, no,
That's
dude,
That's fine. That's dude. I have no problem with that.
No, I get like regular channels. Like instead of paying like the $150.
Do you see commercials?
Yeah, like I would like any other time.
Why watch it then? Fuck that.
I don't pay as much as anybody else does. and I get all the channels, pay-per-views.
I think you just kind of missed the point. What he's trying to make.
It should be free because I get it. It should be free because of
free.
No, it's not. There's obviously these companies should charge something. It's just he just don't understand why people pay that much money to watch commercial most of the time.
Yeah, that's
what he's trying to say.
Stupid. It really, really, really is fucking crazy shit. Why to watch a guy chasing an ambulance or a commercial where they're advertising that?
I know,
Fuck off.
I've been trying to get Megan to like cancel the freaking TV for a while now. Like she wants CP24. I'm like, then keep basic cable. You want to keep CP24? Keep basic cable, or we get the Android box that comes with the channel, so we can have CP24.
Yeah.
But get rid of cable. We don't need cable.
No.
I haven't had I have not actually watched normal like regular television up until me and Megan moved in together.
It's not even that.
I just had internet all the time. Just I watched everything on my computer.
That's what I do.
That's same thing, but like, see, you watch a lot of shit on demand. I notice, like you record it, then you go back and watch, right? With me, I have because you can't record the channels on Android box.
Yeah,
I think it's starting to get there. But what happens is you use the app like Showbox or whatever, and then you use that as your on demand.
Yeah.
And it's commercial free.
But there was an article in the I think it was the Globe that was saying the same thing that I basically saying. Like you now have cable companies are scrambling for customers because most of the people just literally turning around and saying, "I'm paying $100 to watch commercials, and you're not giving me any service whatsoever." Fuck off.
Oh, I know.
Fuck off.
Rogers, we haven't had cable in this house. Well, my dad hasn't had cable in this house for about 12 years now. 10, 11, 12 years now.
Fine.
And they call at least once a month.
Yeah.
Come on, why don't you come back? We'll give you this. We'll give you that. My dad's like, no, I'm okay.
Like the only thing I'm interested in, if they do call, it's like better internet. Give me a deal on the internet I already have. You know?
Yeah.
More higher speed.
But they're fighting so hard to get the sale of Android boxes off the shelves so that people have to return back to them. But no.
Yeah.
It won't happen though.
They won't.
I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying they're fighting so hard to get it done.
Because it's the same thing like those Hamler boxes. Remember, you wouldn't know. You probably would.
What?
The wood box that used to sit on top of the TV that would just scramble the fucking...
Yeah.
When it was analog.
Yeah. I remember
You just hooked it at the back of your cable box, and you just go on the pay-per-view channel and it would unscramble. They hated those fucking things.
Yeah. Of course, because it's killing their income.
There's even a digital filter. Have you seen that thing? There's a digital filter. So what happens is where your cable screws in, you put a little filter in.
Yeah.
Right? So you can press, like, I want to buy that pay-per-view.
Okay.
And it'll come through.
Okay.
But it won't send a signal to Rogers to say they pay for it.
Oh, it wouldn't charge them? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's the weird... it's a great thing, but...
No, that's theft.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Even the Android box is theft.
Why?
Because you're stealing the signal.
Yeah, you're not...
Streaming it.
Yeah, but you're not paying for it.
No, you're not going through a cable company. But if you're hooked up to a cable company and you're taking something from them for free...
My buddy does it. He provides the service. It's the service I pay for is not like a legitimate company. I transfer $15 to my buddy, and I give him my MAC address to my Android box, and he hooks me up with cable.
Oh yeah, that's also Android boxes. That's definitely theft.
Yeah,
yeah. Like I mean, it's like everything, movies and TV shows that they put on there, fucking like on Kodi and stuff. Yeah, those are all pirated crap.
Yeah,
right?
Everything's pirated.
Yeah,
we're on Android.
Yeah,
I know.
So, but yeah, so it's the same thing. What I'm doing is the exact same thing as the filter, or the Hamler box, or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't. I just watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Or Crave.
I have Netflix too. You have Crave? Is that good?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. We get it.
It's not bad.
It's a good show. Get it on demand.
I use the Showbox. Showbox is good now.
Oh, is it back on?
Show boxes, yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad the other one, Terranium.
Terranium
was fucking amazing. Terranium was like a bootleg Netflix.
Yeah, those they usually tend to get shut down after a while. Like, they're always monitoring those sites, right? And it's like, Kodi is like pretty shit now.
Yeah.
Kodi used to be the number one for freaking streaming, but Kodi's pretty shit now.
Yeah, it goes in cycles. You just
I got rid of mine on my laptop.
Yeah, you just gotta find a new, like, it'll cycle out. Something else will come out. Before it was like Pirate Bay.
Yeah. Oh, that Pirate Bay is also really crappy now, but yeah, Pirate Bay, I remember that. That fucking place got shut down so many times.
Yeah, now
it's like Pacific Mall. It gets shut down and it's right back up in 5 minutes.
I like the Pacific Mall. This place is great. You've never been?
No.
You have to go. Bro.
Oh, you have to go at least once. Get some bubble tea, walk around.
Buy some bootleg stuff.
Bubble tea?
Yeah, you never had bubble tea before?
What's bubble tea?
It's
so it got tapioca.
Tapioca
I
balls.
don't know if you're a fan of tapioca, but you can get it without tapioca, and it's just different flavored drinks. It tastes really good.
Yeah, like you ever had a smoothie?
Of course I had a smoothie. Okay,
so it's a smoothie with tapioca balls inside of it.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
It feels weird, like when you,
I love the tapioca. It's like eating an eye.
Yeah.
Not that I know what the texture of an eye is, but that's what I think the texture of an eye is. A tapioca in a fucking bubble tea.
It feels weird because, like you have a big straw, and you obviously you're sucking through the straw, and all of a sudden you get like shots of these fucking tapioca balls hitting the back of your throat. Weirdest thing ever.
I love tapiocas.
Yeah, I love tapioca
bubble tea. Yeah, it's like, eyes.
Yeah. I would almost think I would want one. I may get one today when I go.
Where is it? Where is this place?
The Pacific Mall. It's in
Kennedy and Steele.
Yeah, in Agincourt, around in that area.
Agincourt.
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 What?
Well, he's saying it in the way that he says it.
Yeah, no, Agincourt. But they also call it Asian Court
because it's Asian people.
It's all Asian in that area, Toronto. What?
Doesn't matter. Carry on.
Listen, every borough has a fucking a name. Like it's everybody. We don't like try. I didn't say it was right, but everybody has one. Like Watbridge and fucking Scarlum and all that stuff. Yeah, like every place got one. Asian Court.
Yep.
So, but yeah, those are just. But anyways, but the Pacific Mall is great. I almost killed the guy once at the fucking the Pacific Mall.
Is this where you stole your boots?
No.
Oh.
That's the Scarborough Town Center. No,
because you have a lot of adventures in malls.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So you're a fucking mall rat.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, I was basically a little bit of a mall rat. Not right now. I hate going to the mall. If I can avoid the mall at all costs,
I'm not a fan of any mall.
No.
Not really.
It's just like sometimes it's more convenient to go to the mall because 3 of the places that you need to go is right there. But other than that, like, fuck, man, I hate walking around.
Even that
fucking annoys me so much.
I prefer the fucking, like, the Walmart areas, those Canadian...
Yeah, see, those are separate stores, right? They're, like, in a group, but, like, they're not really a mall.
Yeah.
But, like, when you go inside the mall, it's just so many people just walking around and just being stupid.
Yeah.
And teenagers. I'm like, fucking teenagers.
And you almost feel like you're in a competition because everybody's walking around like, who's got the bigger bag? And I'm just like, oh, fuck. Get me the fuck out of here.
I never feel that. Never. Is that what it is? Like, it's like a competition?
No, I don't.
Fuck no.
Who fucking does that?
I don't care.
I do. I don't know.
Why? Why do you do it?
Listen, my brain fucking goes a mile a minute, man. My brain fucking races to stupidness sometimes.
Yeah, okay. I can accept that.
Okay.
I fully accept it. I have no choice but to accept it. But yeah, it fucking... the fucking... Going back to the Pacific Mall, my brother wanted a part for his Honda. My brother.
Yeah, we've told this story many times.
No, not in the air. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
The Christmas part where you went.
I've told you 100 times.
No, dude. We talked about this bunch of times on the thing. But go ahead if you want to repeat yourself again.
Never mind.
I'm keeping a count on how many times you repeat yourself.
We were going to do that next week.
Yeah, I know. If we ever want to do best of episode, it's going to be really hard. Cause
what are you talking about, man? We got some good shit sometimes. Are we going to do a best stuff for Christmas, or are we going to go through Christmas?
I don't think we need to do a best stuff. If you want to do a best stuff, we can just do it.
No,
you do the editing. All you need to do is go back and listen to every fucking episode and figure out the shit.
Yeah, no, I'm good to go. I don't need to do a best stuff yet. I just rather reserve them for when we're sick or something. Like if two of us can't make it, then
we don't do a show.
Yeah, like we'll throw a best stuff or something, or can't catch and like if we can't get like the gay white stunt double for Kal to come back in here. Speaking of which, he won't come back. I've invited him.
Why wouldn't he come back?
I have no idea. He keeps saying, I'll be here, and then he never shows up. He did like 3 weeks in a row.
I'll ask him. I'll see him tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'll see him there, too.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be out. Yeah,
yeah, Sprite for everybody.
Fucking right. Yeah. Shots of Sprite. I bought you Coke, so you're going to have to deal with Coke instead. Shots of Coke.
Are you coming after the sushi, too?
After where? Going where?
To his apartment.
We're just hanging out. We're going to drink and watch some hockey before we go to the bar. Why don't you head over before you go to the bar? I know you probably don't want to just hang out for like 3 hours doing nothing.
No.
You probably have shit how you want to do, shower and clean up and whatever.
Yeah.
Why don't you come back before you go to the bar?
I have my 3 areas on my body I need to wash.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3 areas, your nuts?
Yeah.
Your ass and pits?
No, that was before.
Oh, okay. Well,
the nuts and ass, that's all in the same.
And then your hair? What's the third part?
2 pits and 1 fucking crotch area.
Oh, I consider the pits one thing.
Oh, my God. Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do one, why wouldn't you do the other?
Okay.
It
fell flat on its face. It's fine.
Oh,
I
know.
Okay. It's okay. You're making it even flatter than flatter.
You can't be as good as me. Come on now.
Not making it flat, no.
You can't produce gold like I can all the time.
Yes.
That's your poll. That's your poll there. Is Dom funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes or no? And then, what's the other one you were wanting?
Oh, fuck, what was I going to say? Is Dom a snowflake?
That
would be the other poll.
No, we're not doing that one.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
But hey,
definitely.
If we're not doing it as a poll, but if you guys are listening, chime in and just let us know on Facebook. And
no, don't chime in.
If Dom is a snowflake.
Do the fucking poll. What the fuck's wrong?
Because everybody's just going to pick yes.
There you go.
Regardless if I am or not, they're just going to pick.
It's exactly the same. Like when I posted that, would you fuck this chick, right? And it's like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. Yes, I would. I did know what you were doing. She was too perfect. I'm not stupid. You went through the checklist of Dominic, what he likes, and you pegged it off perfectly.
And I said, would you fuck this chick? And then you never answered because you're a snowflake.
Because I knew this was a dude. I knew the picture was a dude.
No, you didn't.
Or a person who transitioned, if that's what you want to say.
That's better.
But I knew what you were trying to do.
I think you were a little bit early on that post. If you waited for a couple of weeks,
maybe, and then
if you waited until it's not still fresh on our minds, and then just posted that.
And he'd have posted back yes.
Yeah,
he would 100%. He would have posted fucking yes. And obviously my retort after that is
he was
yes.
Hey, listen, for a girl, he was a nice looking guy, a girl, whatever. Listen. There's some people that look a little manly after they transition. It is what it is, but it wasn't bad. I wouldn't have sex with her, but
Well, isn't that the question?
What?
Would you fuck this chick?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't fuck that chick.
Then you would say you would have said yes. Fuck off. So it doesn't matter anyway. You would have done.
Listen,
Doesn't matter.
You did. You pegged it. He went through the checklist of Dominic. Brown hair, check. And then like dark skin, check.
I kind of feel like he just saw like a actually fucking good-looking trans girl,
I did.
and then just posted it. I don't think he did a checklist on you.
Well,
I think it just like
it looked like he did. Like honestly, like
I think by coincidence it actually hit all the checklists that you like.
yeah, like big tits. Yes, good, go. And like I said, it was only like the top part of the girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if there was a bottom part, it'd be like a big, huge coffee table ass.
I kind of assumed she would probably had a nice ass too.
Yeah, like it would have been. It was too perfect, Will. You're not gonna catch me like that. You're gonna have to get up a little early in the morning to get me in like that.
No, I don't.
Really?
No, yeah, really.
Man,
no, I don't.
You fucking. You don't think I'm that smart? You never thought I was stupid before?
No.
Oh. Or slow or something.
You keep putting these words into my fucking mouth, not me.
It's because the way
You're the one that keeps projecting these ideas of this is how he thinks about me. It's like, no.
I've seen you roll your eyes.
Like more your own insecurities there. You're trying
I
to
have to
project.
agree, Cal.
I have
to
no
agree.
insecurities.
What?
I have no insecurities. I am what I am. I'm okay with it.
Did you say you have no insecurities?
Well,
Did you just say that?
There's no way. There's not a single person in this world that doesn't have at least one.
okay, I have a few insecurities, but I'm okay with what I got. If that makes sense.
Okay, so you deal with your insecurities.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what you're trying to say. Okay. That's fine, but like you can't. There's not a single person that can say they have no
No,
insecurities.
fuck no. I've got loads.
Yeah.
Especially when
Fucking
Will
loads.
when I say something and then Will rolls his eyes. I'm like, oh Lord.
Will is one of your insecurities. It's like, Will. Name one insecurity. Will.
What would Will think? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, remember those like what would Jesus do bands or whatever?
Yeah.
Get one that is what would Will do?
What would Will do?
Oh, that's another shirt.
WWWD?
Yeah.
There you go. Holy fucking Christ.
And those shirts should be up this weekend too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're getting the Gentleman Pervert out.
Yeah.
And then I'm arriving. Those will be up.
Okay.
And we're switching the logo.
Okay, so we're adding podcast,
And the
or
leaf's going to be red.
leaf's going to be red and adding podcast too underneath?
Yes.
I mean, I like the way our logo is right now. Just putting the red on the leaf and then adding
Yeah.
podcast to it is perfect.
Scott's working on that as we speak.
Yeah.
As we speak this very second.
Yes, because he was at the bar last night with me,
Mm-hmm.
and he legitimately was like, he took down exactly every idea that I had. He's like, okay, I'll work on them and I'll send you a few.
That's very good of Scott.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott and Jay are good shit. But
Mhm.
I mean, he's joining us for sushi too.
Oh, nice, nice. What about Jay? Is he coming?
He said he might join us after
Mm-hmm.
because his loot is a little low. I offered to pay for him. He still didn't want to come, so he was like, "Absolutely not! It's your birthday. You're not paying for anybody." I was like, "What? I don't mind paying if my friends are going to be there, right?"
Oh, yeah, but like, it's your birthday, though, so.
Well,
Shut up.
yeah, like, come on, man. Like, why? Like, I don't get it. What's the hatred for birthdays?
What's the hatred for birthdays?
I get the fucking Christmas and the Easters and.
Well, you don't, but never mind.
No, I get it because you don't believe in it, or you don't. I get it, and you don't want to do the religious connotation. I get it, but why birthdays? That has nothing to do with religion.
Does it not?
No, it's the day that I was born. Yeah, I'm not. Basically, I'm a product of what my parents did when they fucked 9 months earlier, or 8 months in my case.
You were premature by a month.
Yeah,
So you shouldn't be celebrating your birthday now. Then you should be celebrating it next month.
I almost killed my mom. They had to induce her.
Okay.
You have no idea about this, do you?
No.
Dude, I was.
You've never told me. You may have told
you,
Carl.
Well,
but
were you breached, baby?
No,
were you born with teeth? Very sharp teeth?
No, my mother was a smaller lady, and I was 15 pounds, 10 ounces, and 2 feet long.
So how did you nearly kill her?
I was like stretching out all her insides. I was probably skipping rope with her fucking intestines.
But that isn't you killing her. That's the process of giving birth.
No, I know, but the doctor was either like, we gotta get this kid out or she's gonna die. And my mom, they had to induce my mom to get me out.
So where does that fall on you?
I don't know, man. Listen,
Again, we come back to you fucking projecting. Like, you're projecting this shit and you're like, oh, I almost killed my mom. No, you didn't. You were just being born.
Listen.
Yeah, I know.
How's that fucking... What the fuck, dude?
Listen, when the school would call... When the school would call when I was younger, or the police would come at the door, and my mom would, after everything was all said and done, my mom would do the, look at this. What are you doing to me? You almost killed me, and now you're trying to finish the job off? Like that whole Italian guilt. You don't know what Italian guilt's like, especially from my mom.
No, I've seen Jewish...
Jewish guilt is probably about the same level.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Jewish guilt and Italian guilt?
A friend of mine, they had the Jewish religion. They were part of that community.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, I heard his mum went off on him one day, and I nearly fucking topped myself because I felt that bad.
Yeah.
And it was not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. It was just listening to it. It was like, fucking Christ.
That's the thing, right? Like, it's kind of the same thing with like Sri Lankan parents. Well, Sri Lankan mothers mainly.
Yeah.
So you got Sri Lankan guilt too?
It's kind of it's like you do something wrong, instead of like dealing with what you did wrong. It's like they make you feel guilty about it by like saying all this like fucking. They get personal with it instead of actually like dealing with the problem at hand. They're like, I work so hard. It's like, what does that got to do with me punching somebody in the face?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, dude, yeah.
I saw him. It literally. Well, okay, not literally, but I mean, you could envision there. He was there, and you watched him as he turned inside out.
Yeah,
he literally did, and he felt. I've never seen somebody feel so like, bad.
Mothers can like literally just like turn you.
Oh,
I didn't have one, so I mean, I never really, I never really got that.
And my dad is fucking incredible at it. Because when I do something wrong, he doesn't even look at me. He'll look at like you guys. Like if I'm with friends and I do something wrong, right? He won't even look at me. He won't even acknowledge me. He'll be like, "You see, I work my ass to the bone, and this is what he fucking does to me." Is this right? Tell him. Is that right? And you're like, no, Dom, you're wrong. You see, Dom? He's wrong. Like, he'll fucking start using you guys.
Yeah, like I've seen that. Like parents.
Is this just? Sorry for interrupting, but is this just mothers? Because
it's for me. From what I've seen, like the Sri Lankans, it's just the mother.
Right. Okay.
It's just the mother that does that. The mom guilt.
Italian, the same thing. Is mostly mothers, but for some reason, my dad was born with the same trait.
Like it's so weird too, because I've actually seen that like somebody's mom literally turned his friends against him right away. She did the same thing that your dad did and started talking to the friends. Yeah. And I'm like just standing there. It's like, okay, I guess, yeah. Like, can't fucking disagree with the mom. You know, like I love you, but like fuck, it's your mom. Like,
yeah, dude. And then you're just like your friends are like, yeah, Dom, fuck. What the fuck would you do that for? Like, the fuck.
Oh yeah, your friends will like fucking just like throw you under the bus just like that.
Fuck me, no. As I say, I mean, my mother died when I was very young.
Yeah, and then you can't say.
I never had it.
And then you can't fucking say anything to her. You can't be like, Mom, shut up. And then your friends are like, don't tell your mother to shut up. Yeah. She got something important to say. It makes it even fucking worse.
Oh fuck! If I ever told my mom to shut up, she'll fucking I would not be alive.
Oh yeah.
Like
I gave birth to you, so I can.
I will take you the fuck out.
I'll fucking take you out. Oh fuck yeah, my mom.
The first time I ever fucking ate at like a Canadian's house, like a Canadian, like I was fucking amazed. It was like we were downstairs playing fucking video games, and I think the guy's name was Jeff. It was so long ago, but I just remember the moment. And it was just like, Jeff, come up the stairs. Dinner's ready. Okay, Mom, we'll be up there in a second. We're just going to finish this level. And I'm like, he's like, come on, let's just finish up. I'm like, but it's dinner time, right? I mean, he's like, just don't worry. So, like, we're playing. Like, 10 minutes later, I was like, Jeff, dinner's ready. Come up. And he's like, Mom, we're going to finish it. And I'm like, you're raising your voice at your mom, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Another, like, 5 or 10 minutes. Jeff, he's like, would you fuck off, Mom? And I'm like, holy shit.
What the fuck?
I'm waiting for the fucking, like, the wrath of fucking God to come down from the upstairs. And I was in here, oh, Jeff, you're such a fucking pisser. Just stop joking around and come and eat your dinner. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I, in the Twilight Zone? My mother was downstairs with a fucking wooden spoon and a slipper.
Yeah.
Fucking beat the shit out of me like I was a drum set.
The first time that I've ever got into an argument with my mom, like an actual argument where like we were both just yelling at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like freaking, we were just going at each other, and it's like I got so pissed off. I'm like, fuck, and it's like I didn't even see it, man. Slap. Yeah. Right? And I was like, I think 13 or 14 at this time for some reason. I can't remember what the argument was, but I was like really pissed at something, and it's like it was just a conversation that ended up turning into an argument.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like all I hear was like, I didn't even swear at her. I was just frustrated. I was just like, fuck, man. And it's like I didn't even see it coming. Slap.
Yeah.
And then I literally got turned around. As soon as I got turned around, my dad slapped the other way up. Like, I turned back into my mom. I'm like, God damn it. I got slapped on both cheeks.
And that was for swearing.
And that was saying fuck.
Dude, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, even now, like, in front of my mom, I don't swear.
Dude, if you ever look at me and my father, if I say something stupid to my father and he just gives me a look, I'm like, sorry. I have to turn my head. I can't look at him.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
No. Oh, I used to have that with my dad. My dad used to just give me the look, and that was it. And I didn't need to.
And also, you said your dad was in the military, right?
Yes, he was.
So that's even worse, man. You got freaking.
You got a military old man. My dad was just a fucking grouch.
No, my dad. Well, I remember he taught me how to iron.
Yeah.
Right, and. It's very, very, very precise.
Like army iron.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It has to be so precise. And he'd look at it, and the sleeves and the crease had to be.
Yeah.
So, and he'd look, and the first time, I cried. I fucking cried. I'm not kidding. I did.
Yeah.
He made me cry over a fucking shirt. and it was like, why has that got a double crease in it? Like, what? What? And it was like all the way down. It was fucking starched.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you had to use starch.
Yeah.
There was no bullshit. It's fucking straight. There, you could fucking shave with this bastard.
No.
Right? And right in the middle, that was like maybe 25 mil long.
Yeah.
Right? Piece.
That was double creased.
And it was double creased. Why is that? He literally screwed it all up and everything else.
Do it again. Wow.
Yeah.
Was your dad like? Was he like a drill sergeant in the?
He was sergeant. Well, he was in the military side of things. He was a sergeant major. Okay. In the civvy side, he was a warrant officer because he went from one to the other.
Okay.
So.
And in the family, he was the king.
Oh fuck!
Was he like? You have to get things done. Like when you wake up in the morning, you got to make your bed.
When we went abroad, and we were living abroad at the time, and this guy was maybe. I mean, I'm maybe putting a few inches on him because I was still small at the time, but he was about 6'5".
Okay,
right. So thinking from a kid's point of view, maybe he's 6 foot, something like that. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. My dad was 5'2".
Yeah.
Right? And this guy had fucked up.
Yeah.
And my dad went literally nose to his chest.
Yeah.
Right? And he's talking to this guy. He says, "Why are you looking down on me?" That's my dad. Right? And you could see this guy gradually getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And he looked until he was looking directly in my dad's eye. They were literally millimeters away, touching noses, and my dad's barking at this fucking guy, absolutely barking, giving him fucking shit.
Was this like something got to do with like the army or?
Yeah. No, this is army. This is the army.
This is like Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, this is like, and he's really giving it to this fucking guy.
Oh.
And this guy, you could see him like this. If he picked my dad up, he would have broken him in two. Do you know what I mean? But he daren't move. And when my dad walked away, as he's walking away and he's, marching away, and I'm going like, well, I didn't swear, but I was like, fucking hell. This guy stood there and he started to lift himself up. My dad turned around and said, why are you moving? And he made him fucking stand there, crouched.
Oh, my God.
At the same fucking height. So, I mean, you could, obviously. And he's got the shorts on, the military shorts and the socks and all the stuff on and everything else. Parade ground. But he also, I saw him. My dad basically was a bastard when it came down to shit like this. Yeah. But there again, one of the stories that I heard was from the guys. The guys there, they absolutely fucking loved him.
Yeah,
absolutely fucking loved him because he stuck by them 100%. He never, like when a brigadier came in one day, and he's like barking orders to the guys doing this, and they're looking at my dad, and they're looking at this. It's a brigadier.
Yeah.
So my dad walked up to the brigadier and said, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
Yeah.
It was like, no, these are my men.
Yeah.
This was when he was in the civilian side. Okay. It changed over to the civilian side, and the brigadier was still in the army side. Yeah. So basically, I don't know if you know about the military, but the civilian takes from the military. If the police arrive, then the police take over and the military take a back step. So he was there, and he gave this brigadier some shit for ordering around the guys, and they were like, "Oh fuck!" But he won the British Empire medal. My dad was awarded the British Empire medal, and he did that.
Is that like the Purple Heart type of thing, like that?
It's a very prestigious
like Purple
medal.
Heart.
Yeah, but he this was after the Korean War. When he was in Korea, what happened was that they were pinned down. The Chinese and that they'd pinned the whole guys down. And they were running out of ammunition. The weapons were getting fucked up and everything else. And my dad said, "Fuck it." He said, "That's it. We're going." So he asked for volunteers. Took the volunteers, and they were literally going around in the place, the foxholes, and all under fire.
Yeah.
And they were grabbing weapons, they were grabbing ammunition, they were grabbing whatever they could to take back. And they went out on several occasions. So easily could have been killed.
Oh, yeah.
So easily been killed. That's but they were under fire. So then he was awarded that. But the thing was, he was so loyal to those guys. And when a new guy came in, they said, "Don't fucking cross him.
Yeah.
Don't ever cross that fucker." I've even seen in Bahrain, when we used to live in Bahrain. Yeah. There used to be the square where do all the marching and fancy shit there. Yeah. One fucking guy, toothbrush, on a fucking. This is a desert island.
Yeah.
Right, a desert island, sand every fucking where. He was given a fucking toothbrush to clean this fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to back chat my dad. So my dad said, "Really? Oh, okay. There you go. Do this."
Yeah, but isn't it the job of a drill sergeant like to break you down and then build you back up?
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
Well, the thing is, in the British Army, normally it's the corporal. They're the ones who really give you the fucking shit, and then the sergeant major or the sergeant, they will build you back up again. But they make you into a fighting force. They take everything away from you. I saw those guys do, and it fucking terrified me. Absolutely fucking terrified.
You turn them into killing machines.
Like, fuck me. They would literally, on an order, bang, do it.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. Do it. That's it.
That's brutal.
Done.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking brutal, man.
Crazy shit. But I mean, the stories that you used to tell me about the Second World War, some of them were absolutely fucking hilarious. And then the Korean War, and then he was in all these various. So, I mean, obviously, he'd seen a lot of killing. Yeah. And obviously he'd killed quite a number of people. But he never, ever broached that subject.
Yeah.
Oh, he never told you how many? So you have no idea how close he was?
No. I know that he saw a lot of He was an infantryman. He was in the light
I wonder
infantry.
if there's a record of it.
What?
Like if there's a public record of I don't know why I say stats, but like what was your dad's name?
William, same as me.
How many like kills?
Yeah, so William.
Oh no, that wouldn't be on a public record.
No,
that wouldn't be a public record. I found where he was awarded because he got the BAM on the it was the birthday honours list. He got the BAM for that on there because of recognition of what he did in Korea. So, because as I say, he was on the civilian side there. But even though he was on the civilian side, he still went into fucking battle. I was like, what the fuck? This is insane.
That's crazy.
So you didn't even get killed. You just got straight up like. You just got straight fucking hostilities.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy
though.
shit.
Yeah.
See, because it seems like everybody else, like around, like the whole world, was like raised like differently, and then there's like North America. Like for instance, like
how many parts of Europe is like that though?
But I've never really experienced that. Like
it's just way too easy going, man. Like,
all my Greek friends, all my Portuguese friends, even my Arab friends. They would never in a million years.
No, you just don't cross that line. Man.
Where you would swear at your mother or
no, you just
like,
don't.
No, like even as bad as I was, I really don't think I've ever. I don't think I even swore in front of my mother. Yeah. While she was alive.
Well, if you look at it now, I mean, we all go to the bar, so we all interact with obviously mothers there. Where they drop the F-bomb like constantly.
But my mom would drop it constantly too. She would drop it all the time. My mom.
Oh, my mom never actually.
Oh fuck no.
Only time I heard my mom.
Never.
Was like during the end of like my mom and dad's like marriage before they got divorced. Like when they were fighting, that was like the only time I've actually heard my mom swear.
I never heard my dad swear once.
And my dad never swore.
Never.
No,
I've heard my dad swear with his friends, but. When they're hanging out, but like other than that, like he never like.
I've heard my dad swear at me.
Arguments. It's so weird too, right? Like I think it was honestly like it was like a really kind of a culture shock for me moving here. Yeah. And like how some of my these new friends that I made here, that are like these white friends, like I go to their houses and stuff to hang out, and like it's just holy fuck.
Well, my ex, she was talking about. Because she had children, obviously, but and she turned around and called the boys, you little bastard, and like I was like, in cartoons where the cartoon character goes flying backwards, like 50 feet or something like that. Yeah. I was like that. I'm like, whoa, what? What are you? She said, yeah. So, because it means nothing here.
Yeah.
I mean, you call somebody a bastard in England, or I'm sure in Sri Lanka as well.
Even Italy, same bastardo.
Fuck, they'd stab you in the fucking eye.
Yeah,
you'd be down on your fucking ass.
It just seems like there's this. Everywhere else is kind of the same way. You don't disrespect your parents. You really don't leave your house until you're getting married or moving with another girl.
That's a huge thing. I mean, you don't even really like in Sri Lanka, like in my culture, we don't really move out even when you meet a girlfriend.
No.
Yeah,
you don't until you get married.
All my Canadian munchie cake friends, whatever you want to say, like it seems like by the time they were 18, as soon as they hit 18, the parents were like, "Get the fuck out of the house! Get the fuck out of the house!" They were like singing them out the door.
Like I had to like fucking fight tooth and nail to actually let my mom get my mom to like let me move out, get my own place.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! Like I had to like promise her, like she's like, you're gonna be here. Doesn't matter what you do every Sunday for dinner.
Yeah.
And then every Sunday I was there, and then she always packs me food for a week, and I can't even eat the food that she gives me. Like she literally packs me. Like I drive over to the house and like. After dinner, like I do laundry and stuff, and like, cause that's like we had laundry. I'm like, I'm not paying for laundry. I live downtown Toronto, and like that shit is expensive.
Yeah,
I'm like, I do my laundry, hang out with my mom, and like after dinner, like I'm packing my car, put my laundry, and she would give me literally a cardboard box full of like Tupperware containers. That's like curries, rice. It's like. what? I'm like, what is this? The first time she did that, I'm like, it's like food for a week. I'm like, you can feed an entire country with this. and it's like, and the thing is too, like, and she would give me shit if I bring it back, like with still food in him, the containers. So it's like, I would go and like, I would get a couple of my friends, like, yo, you guys need to come over for like lunch one day and like help me finish up some of these food.
Wow.
Because like I can't finish all.
Yeah,
of
dude.
this.
Even when I bought the house with my ex, like my dad sat me down. He was like, "You sure you want to leave? Like, you sure?" Like my dad, he comes across as an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like a hard nosed, I don't give a fuck type of guy. But even then, he was like, "Are you sure you want to do this? You sure you got a place to stay here? You don't have to leave." And then when I left, I come over here and he'd be like, "Oh, I bought you some food. It's in the fridge." And it'd be like, you know, sandwich meats and stuff like that. Stuff like when I was living there and I asked him, he'd be like, "You got a job? Go get it your fucking self." And then I move out of the house and I come back and there's like prosciutto in the fucking fridge. He's like, "I take it home. I bought it for you."
Yeah, I know. It's every time I go see my mom, it's the same.
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
She just had bought me a bunch of food and like I always like even like now like I go see her like I always come back with an extra bag of something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's always food.
But Canadian families, like a true like raised North American family, I just find that like A, the roots of the parents, and B, the moment they hit 18, the parents are just fucking like get the fuck out of the house. They're singing.
Well, I mean that's the thing, right? Like there's this there was this comedian. This guy is really good actually. I've seen him. I've seen a few of his videos on YouTube. I can't remember his name. I'll make sure to remember it for next week. But he is really good at handling hecklers.
Okay.
Right? When he's on stage. There's always some asshole who yells shit out, right?
Yeah.
And so his set was like, he starts going, he was going that just because you're a parent doesn't make you special just because you have kids.
No.
People think, he's like going like, people think because they have kids, they're special, right? And then he goes on to saying, what makes you special is raising a good kid, right? Like, and then somebody in the crowd goes, "Oh, what do you know about that? Do you have your kids your own?" He's like, no, like I don't need to have kids of my own to know this.
Oh, fuck! I know.
I've seen it.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
He's a white guy,
Yeah.
kind of slim, has glasses,
Yeah.
right? And then he goes like, and then he like make this example. Everybody starts laughing, and he's like, "Ma'am, let me ask you something. Do you watch any sports?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I love the Chiefs," right? He's like, "Oh, you love football?" He's like, "Do you get upset when Chiefs lose?" She's like, "Well, sometimes, yeah, I get upset." He's like, "Okay, have you ever played professional football?" "No." Then there it is.
Yeah. You don't fucking need
You
to
don't
do
need
it.
to be a fucking professional football player to know what's going on.
Yeah. No, it's true.
It's
so
true. It's true.
But yeah, I don't know. I just find it weird. I don't even your story sounds exactly the same. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's
if you were down and out, your old man would have been the first there to help you.
Oh yeah, every time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
see,
Every time.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, absolutely. Me and my mom can like fucking tear each other up, and then like freaking
Oh.
if I needed help.
me and my dad,
She'd be
same
like,
thing.
Don't ever fucking talk to my son like that.
Yeah.
That's it. Boom. You're like, oh, okay.
The same thing with my old man.
Yeah.
Me and my old man, we can go at each other toe to toe. Like,
me and my mom like always butt heads, right? Like
Yeah.
me and my mom have like a very. It's weird too, cause like it's just like always like since I was like, I guess old enough to think for my own and like read and listen to things and not just because when you grow up you like only really see your parents and like you kind of
course,
follow their
of
lead,
course.
right? But like when you get to a certain age where like you get to think your own, and then it's like and then like me and my mom butt heads on things. Doesn't matter. We can just fucking kill each other, but like as soon as if something's wrong, I give her a call. She'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
same with my old man.
Absolutely,
I
everything's
have no
forgotten.
doubt. No,
Although then she would give me the guilt. See,
Yeah. You move.
you see why you fight with me?
Yeah.
Why you fight with me? See, I'm here for you anytime, every time. I'm like, come on, Mom. Like, come on. What are you doing? Like, I already feel bad about whatever the hell happened, and
Yeah, my dad
now
doesn't-
you're like fucking rubbing salt in the wound.
yeah, my dad is the same way. You did that to me, and I still am the first one you call.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I just yeah, I didn't. I'm surprised. Not surprised it's like that in England too, but
why?
Not that I say I'm not surprised.
Oh, okay.
I think it's more later generations. I think it may have like stopped after like, people that's having kids now. That was like maybe that's people that's my age. Like I'm 31 now. That's having kids. Or I mean, even probably the generation before that.
I don't know. I mean, it's the same because if you had children, if you and Meg had a child, right? I'm very, very sure, because I know her and I know you, that child would be brought up in a certain manner, never to disrespect you, never to disrespect her.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a matter of the generations. I think
it's the family that you're like your parents.
Exactly. I think it
parents.
is. I mean, if you're in that way with a parent that really doesn't give a fuck about you, then why are you going to give a fuck about them? It's
and the thing is too, it's like a lot of parents are like, oh, I don't want. Especially like this is a new thing. I don't know if it's a new thing, but like I've heard people say, oh, I want like my kid to think of me as a friend. I'm like, no, your kid needs to think of you as a fucking parent.
They need to look at you as a parent.
You're not his
friend.
friend.
No.
So how would my kid come out to you think?
Yours? I think from now, whether you I'm not saying you're lying, but I think you withhold I think you withhold certain things. But yours, the way that you come across, I think you would basically you would spoil your kids like no end.
Spoil them. And have them be disrespectful and stuff.
I always find there could be kids out there that's grown up now that was spoiled that are very, very different from what I've seen. I'm not saying that isn't the point, but I found that kids that are spoiled as children, they always turn out to be bratty little bastards.
I was fucking spoiled.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Oh yeah. I was.
You see, maybe if I have,
I could be wrong. Maybe you're holding something back. I don't know.
Maybe if I have a daughter.
Yeah, but that you see that you go into this, and I think that's what frustrates me more than anything else is you go into this immediate
the gender
thing,
yeah,
and it's like I can't get my head around that. I really can't. No matter how far I try and go into the space out there, I can't do it because I'm like, what you're doing as a family unit. You're literally dividing the boy away from the girl because of their gender.
No, and I know that's why I would. I know the way I am, and that's my fault. I get it, and if I was having a child with someone, I would have to we'd have to put ground rules that
I think
good cop, bad cop thing.
I think
here.
she'd probably have to put more ground rules on you than the kids.
Who?
Whoever you're gonna have the kids with.
No,
dude. Probably had to put more rules on you than she put on
dude,
kids.
I'm afraid. I think the thing with my son is, if I had a son, I think I would teach him to be respectful and stuff like that. But the thing, I wouldn't take away opportunities from them. They're not gonna get whatever they wanted, but I'm not gonna take away opportunities. If that makes sense.
No.
If they have a dream of becoming something, I want to be a fireman when I grow up. If that's their dream. I'm going to do everything I can, right? And to make sure that they fulfill that dream. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
If your 5-year-old tell you that they wanted to be a fireman?
No. I'm not saying I'm 5 years old. I'm saying, I'm just... I feel like
I wanted to be a pilot because
yeah, it's like
I wanted to be Batman.
Of course you did, Adam West. Fucking hell. But once they get to know when they when they pick a profession, okay. Now I know. Okay, I'm gonna use this as an example. It's stupid, but I knew at 10 years old I wanted to be a wrestler.
Okay,
right. And that didn't waver until about 21, 22 years old.
Why didn't you actually go for it?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did a bunch
not the backyard wrestling stuff you guys did, but
I've done the actual training. I can take bumps and stuff like that.
Yeah?
I got ripped off.
What do you mean?
I paid my $2,200 and the guy took off.
Oh, it wasn't a real wrestling school. It was some guy that's saying, "Pay me and I'll train you how to wrestle."
He had a ring in a what do you call those, like garage things?
A garage.
In a garage.
No.
A den?
Not someone's house. Like at a
office.
You know, like in the industrial areas, where they
a
have
warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a ring in a warehouse. That's what. Thank you.
Okay.
And like, he let me train her for a week. I went there every day. I said, when I get paid, I'll give you the $2,200. He said, okay. And I took a bunch of bumps. I was learning some stuff. Paid him. I paid him on the Friday. Went there Saturday. Went there Sunday. Went there Monday, Tuesday. Everything was closed and he was gone. And apparently he did that to, like, there was like 20 or 30 of us.
And then after that, you just didn't?
I couldn't find anybody else. And, like, the only person I could find was Ron Hutchinson, who trained Edge and stuff.
Okay.
And because at that point, he had trained Edge, Christian, and Trish Stratus. Mm-hmm. He was asking for, like...
a lot of money.
Yeah. There was no way I could afford it.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the end of that dream. But being told by my teachers that that's just a pipe dream, like stop wasting your time and stuff like that, I won't allow that on my kids.
No.
I'm not going to allow it. Being told that, like, my dream's full of shit.
Well, you can't. Here's the
can't
thing. That's the thing, like, right? Like, you got to let your kids know. Like, that's one of the part about raising your kids. A lot of people are going to say, there are people that's going to say, you're not going to be able to do that. You won't be able to accomplish that. Like, but if your parents are, like, as a parent, if you're behind your kids and, like, supporting them, doesn't matter how many people says no. You know, you got to push them, right? If there's something dream that they want to actually accomplish,
they want to be.
You find that all with like I've seen a couple of famous people that where their parents they pushed, just because people were saying to them that they couldn't achieve it, and then it's a matter of their parents pushed them to the degree that they got there, and without that, it's.
My son wants to play in the NHL, or my daughter wants to play in the Olympics, like for the girls' hockey team. That's it. That's what we're going for. If that's what you really want, and then whatever opportunity I got to do to make them fulfill that dream, I got no problem with that. Not a problem. I got to work 100 hours a week. And then taking my 5:30 practice on a Saturday morning, no problem, no questions asked. But I'm not going to spoil them. I'm not going to get them like. See,
I always had to work for my stuff though.
That's the other thing too.
I got everything that I asked for. Like as a kid, I got everything that I asked for. But how my mom did it, like I got.
Well, that's the difference there, because you see now you putting that suffix on it where you got the stuff, so you weren't spoiled per se, because you had to go out and work for this other stuff that you needed. You got what you got what you needed.
Yeah,
that isn't being spoiled. That's giving the child what it needs. But
like,
then, if you want those extras, you have to go out and work for them. I mean, I did the same thing.
Because
I had my paper rounds. I
think I was like 7, and I wanted a Game Boy. Right?
Yeah,
and my mom one day, I didn't even know, when I bought a Game Boy, 3 games. I remember this like it was yesterday. And this is what my mom is very, sometimes she does these things to just, I don't know if it's like maybe like kick me in the pants so I'll get shit done. But like she went and bought this. She fucking locked it in a cabinet. There's a glass cabinet. She put a lock on it.
Oh,
and there
wow.
was this Game Boy and 3 games. She's like, so in 2 months, it's like it was like close to the end of the school year. She's like, we'll see if let's see how your report card looks, and if your grade's not up to par, you know where that's going. I'm like, where? Your cousin's getting it. Oh boy! I'm like,
your grades were good though.
I'm like, fuck that shit. I was extra good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My dad would do the same thing. Like you know, I'd want a video game or I'd want a Nintendo or something stupid.
Yeah.
My dad'd be like, "Did you clean the dog shit in the backyard?" And then I'd be like, "Well, no." And he goes, "Well, that's not gonna clean itself, so I'm not getting it. Like, you're not getting it. I don't give a fuck."
No.
But as soon as I would do he'd be like, "What did you do to deserve this?" I did this and this and this. Okay, let's go get it then.
Yeah, I know. My mom always like.
I never got whatever I wanted. I had to fucking bust my ass.
I mean, like video games and like stuff that I didn't need but I wanted. Like I still got those, but like it was never like I say, "Mom, can I have this?" and she say yes and takes me to the store and buy it for me. It was never.
No.
Well, that is what I call a spoiled child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was never like that with me.
That's spoiling children.
I remember, like I said, I can honestly say, I had everything I ever wanted: Nintendo, Sega, CD players, fucking DVD players, all this stuff first. But never, ever, 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 where I said, "Hey, Dad, can I get this?" And he was like, "Sure, let's go to." At the time, it was Consumers Distributing.
Yeah,
but that's what I mean. That's what we're talking about. A spoilt child. A spoilt child. They're the ones that turn out to me. I could be incorrect, but they're the ones to me that turn out to be little bastards.
Because they have no, because they get whatever they ask for, so they actually they expect whatever they want, even in adulthood.
Yeah,
they expect it, and like they really don't know what it is, like sense of accomplishment. Really,
no,
like I did this, so I got this.
Yeah,
so you already know, like you actually worked to get it. But like they don't know, like kids that like get everything they want as soon as they ask him. No.
Yeah, no, I can't deal with that.
I've heard fathers and mothers saying the same thing, that whatever their kid wants, they will get. What's that? That doesn't work.
But see, I think though is with my daughter, because I've always wanted like daddy's little girl type of thing.
Okay, well that's okay to have.
But I'm worried that I would spoil her. Like that's why I would be like. Listen, like with my wife or girlfriend, I'm like, listen. In this situation, I'm gonna be guilty of it. You're gonna have to help me out on this, so we can like either curve the problem or correct it. Because I know my fault is there. It'll be like, "Mom, can I have $5?" She'll say no, and I'll slip her 20. Like, you know what I mean? I know that I would be guilty of doing something stupid like that.
But you wouldn't do that for your boy? If you had a boy? Kind of a double standard you're setting there.
Very.
I know, but
very.
That's why at least I know that that's the problem I will have.
But I'm sorry for saying it, but then you're one of the children in that relationship. You're not the father.
Yeah, that is true.
That's a big difference. You're basically asking your partner, whomever she should be, your wife or whatever, right? What you're doing is you're saying, by the way, you've got to correct me for my misbehaviors. When it isn't, it's a partnership. It's not her bringing 3 children up. It's you bringing 2 children. Of
course, but at least with that small area of it, I know I would be at fault. It'd be my.
But here's the thing, though. Like you already know. That's the fault that you do. So then, shouldn't you correct it yourself?
Of course,
because
I should
know. If you already, that's the problem with a lot of people when they don't know what they're doing wrong, so they keep doing it. But you already know you'll do that,
so
then you can just correct it yourself. You don't really need somebody.
You don't
else.
need it. Right. You don't need it. You don't need.
Think about it, dude. You stop drinking yourself, not because other people told you to stop drinking.
Yeah, nobody told us. No,
right, exactly.
So you've got the achievement.
Yeah.
So you can't stop smoking, but you can.
Oh, jeez, don't even fucking start with that.
But like, no, like I think it's again, right? Like if usually from what I've seen with parents, it's like you go to mom, ask for something, mom says no, go to dad. Yeah. And like usually when that situation happens, which happens a lot, both parents. If one answer is no, the other person's answer really should be no.
My immediate, when I was talking to my kids, immediately, as soon as they said the question, and then I would just say, "What did your mum say?"
Yeah.
And they're like,
yeah.
Well, I haven't asked mum. Okay, go ask your mum then.
Yeah.
Or she would say, go ask your dad.
Yeah.
And then we'd come together and say, right, okay, what did you say? What did I? Yeah, and then the kid would be there like, fuck.
I remember. I remember my buddy. He him and his wife. They were funny.
Yeah.
He goes, "Dad can have this. Go ask your mom."
Yeah.
It's like, go to mom. Mom, can I have this? Go ask your dad.
Yeah.
Dad, can I ask your mom? Oh, yeah, they play Pong with them.
Yeah.
They just send it back and forth like 5-6 times, and then they get tired of it. It's like, oh, forget
fuck
it.
this. I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
It isn't that important.
No, because I can't remember who had that. Someone told me that theory. It's like if a child really wants something, they'll go through that cycle 5 or 6 times.
Oh no.
If it's
no.
it's that important to them.
No.
Like,
They will go through it like 50 fucking times.
But I heard that's what they were telling me. They said like most children will go through the cycle 5 or 6 times if it's that important to them. If it's like not that important to them,
but you as a parent have got to look at that and judge because the importance of something to a child is very, very different to the importance that an adult will put onto it. So they will keep going, they will do this circle like 50 fucking times because it is important to them. It's really massively important to them because it's their world. It's whatever that little bubble they're living in. But you as a parent, like, that's truly not important. What you then have to do is begin going down the rabbit hole of why is it so important to you? Why is it that this thing is what you want that's so damned rich to enrich your life? And then when you talk to them about it and then you get to the end game is then the kid will go like, yeah, it's not really that important.
I mean, really, that's how I usually like end up talking myself out of buying stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's really good. I really want it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, I'm like, and then I kind of think about it. First, I kind of fantasize about having it and doing stuff with it. And then I'm like, man, it's like, is it really worth spending that much money to getting this thing to play with it for 2 weeks and then just not even touch it?
No.
It's like I talk myself out into like wasting money so many times.
Yeah.
Like it's not even funny. It's funny because like my mom used to do that with me.
Yeah.
Right? Like kind of break it down. It's like, how badly do you want this?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do with it? Am I going to spend this much money and then you're going to play with it for a week and then you're not going to touch it afterwards?
Yeah.
Right? Like, how much use are you going to get of whatever it is that you're buying equal to the money I'm spending on it, right? Yeah. Like, it's like, what's the use for it?
What's the real value
What's the real value for it? I'm like, oh, it's like my mom kind of used to do that with anything I wanted, like toys or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, man, it was like, so it's like right now, it's just kind of like, you know, like just like hammered into me. Like even now, if I want to buy something, I'm like.
But isn't that a good thing? I mean, I personally look at that as being a good thing.
It really is a good thing.
Because you're looking at that and you're saying, okay, it's not like, yeah, I want my daily coffee or something like that. It's something where if something is of real value to you that you're going to use over a length of time, then that's fine.
That's actually how I started cutting back on smoking. Like, when I'm usually bored, I smoke.
Yeah.
Like, the most of the times I smoke is when I drink.
Yeah.
I have more than usual. And if I'm bored, I smoke.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just sitting in the living room. I'm like,
I
could go for a smoke right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, or I could find myself something to do.
Yeah.
So I try to find something to do. Like, whatever it is, right? Like, I'm like, oh, you know what? Go through my fucking notes from class. Yeah. You know? That wasted just a half an hour right there. And all of a sudden, I have like this list of stuff that I did. Like 3 hours later, I'm like, then I have a smoke. I'm like, well, at this time, if I didn't do anything, I probably would have had 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You know?
That's my biggest problem. That and video games when it comes to smoking.
I think there, it's that you're making an excuse.
No.
Yeah, you are. You're making an excuse. It's very, very simple because one of the things that I did when I was smoking and I was looking at stopping smoking, I made the excuse that I could never stop smoking unless I stopped drinking because when I drink, I want to smoke.
Yeah.
This is when I was smoking.
Yeah.
When I finally got to the stage in my life where I said, you know something? If I'm stopping smoking, I'm stopping fucking smoking. Yeah. I'm not stopping drinking. I'm not stopping doing this. I'm not doing that.
I'm not saying that it's the reason why I won't quit is because of video games. What I'm saying is like the same idea as him. He cuts down because.
Yeah, but you smoke more when you've said that you smoke more when you're playing games.
That's the most.
That's kind of weird too, because like you kind of need 2 hands to do it.
I can trust me. I can fucking play and smoke at the same time. Trust me.
I've actually seen you do that once. It's weird. He's just he got like fucking cigarette hanging off the side of his fucking lips, and he's just like. I wish we had a camera for this, cause
it's a fucking. Everybody sees when I do it, and they're just like.
And the worst part about you, it's hard for you to also quit, is the fact that you guys smoke inside the house.
Yeah.
Like for me.
Oh, well, yes, that doesn't help.
Like for me, I don't smoke inside the house. So I go into the balcony, and especially now, I need to layer up before I go to the balcony, and I'm like, that's not worth it at all.
No.
I'm like, fuck this shit.
That's the other problem.
I think that's the biggest problem. Like if you want to quit smoking, or at least try to cut down a little, anytime you want to smoke, go outside.
Probably, yeah.
Like walk your ass outside. And you do that, if you do that 5 times in an hour, you're like, well, this is completely not worth it. Yeah.
Because my thing is like, especially when I'm playing video games, fucking.
But you see, there again, we come back down to the children's thing, right? You know what I mean? If you're smoking, then you're also encouraging your children to smoke.
They won't know I'm smoking. If I'm still smoking, which I hope.
Fuck no. You can't do that, dude. I can smell you fucking, and this is the smoke. I can smell you fucking 20 feet away.
And I get that.
Any smoker.
You can smell smokers, yeah.
Fuck any fucking.
And I get that. I understand that. But what I'm saying, though, is like, I would never do it in front of them. They may smell, they may hint of it, but I would. If I'm still smoking, if I have kids,
it's weird too.
It would never happen in front of them.
It was weird. Like first time I started smoking, I was like 23.
You were an anomaly.
I was like 23, and it's like anybody I tell this, they're like, "That's the weirdest fucking thing, dude." Because nobody ever starts smoking at that age. I'm like, well, here I am.
Why did you start smoking?
I think 23, because I had just got laid off from Bell, right? And I started working at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ajax, right? And I was in the kitchen, and like everybody in the kitchen smokes, right? Everybody smoked in the kitchen, and like when we go for break, sometimes you just go hang out, because if there's too many people in the kitchen, a couple of people go for break at a time, and then you just hang out. It was really, I took it up because I was like randomly because I was hanging out with a bunch of smokers.
Speaking of breaks and stuff like that, did you hear about that company is going to give the non-smokers
extra 6 minutes?
6 minutes? That was 6 days.
It is 6 days, but they work it at 6. It's because they base it on it takes 6 minutes to have a cigarette.
Yeah, and they're giving them 6 days of pay or whatever.
Yeah, they're going to give them 6
That's
days
good.
extra.
Which company is that?
I don't remember which one it was, but it's just a company out of the blue that's doing it. Like, it wouldn't work.
I think it's personally. I don't think there's much fairness in that. I really don't, because what you're doing is you're turning around and saying, right, now you have to stop smoking if you want these extra 6 days. Yeah. So they're trying to control other people's lives. Like, no, fuck you.
No, I think I take it in a different perspective. I think that, and I'm a smoker. They're like, I mean, not so much at our, like where we work, because whether you smoke or not, you take your set breaks. But I've been in jobs where I was a smoker and there was someone else that wasn't, and whenever I felt like it, I was like, I'm going for a cigarette, while they stayed and worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's taking the piss out of your fellow workers.
Exactly. So I think that's why they're getting the 6 days. I mean, it takes the average about six days worth of cigarette smokes a year. That's what they're taking, because you got to think about how many times at certain jobs where people just left and like, I'm going for a smoke. When I worked at GM in the warehouse, we did that all the time. In between.
But did you achieve what you're supposed to achieve during that day?
Yeah, oh, dude.
Okay, then.
There were days.
You got your job done.
Yeah.
But the thing was, though, was like...
Okay, it's a really shitty thing to do at a busy time to go and say, I'm going for a smoke. But, like, if there's nothing going on, and if it's like you're doing what you're doing, and it's like, if you, like Will said, if you achieved what you were supposed to do for that day, if you went for a few smoke breaks, that's not really a big deal.
Yeah, I guess, but
it's not like it's a really shitty thing to do to go on a break when
warehouse work is the wrong idea because of, like, you have to achieve certain stuff, but like in a cubicle, you guys do the same job. Maybe I don't know.
Like people do complain about, like, a lot of people, like, especially I see this complaining, like, in restaurants, because, like, if you're in a busy restaurant, you're in the kitchen, when you get, like, 5-minute break. When you get 5 minutes to just kind of breathe and relax a little bit, some of these guys, they go ahead and have a smoke real quick, and then you got like servers that like complain about it, but like
other cooks like, why can't I leave the line? Because
it's like, well, go take a 5-minute break.
Yeah,
like if it's not busy, the kitchen's not busy, take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking saying you don't have to. And the thing is, like, especially like servers complain, and the problem with that is, like, a lot of servers, it's like, yeah, the restaurant is busy, but like once the people are sat down, you take their orders, and if you have like 4 tables, you go and take all the orders. You're waiting for the kitchen to cook it. You're not really doing anything. But you might be pouring some drinks or running some food, but like even servers, like at Buffalo Wild Wings, like servers that did like longer shifts had breaks.
Yeah,
they actually had like a 20-minute break.
Yeah,
in like a 6-hour shift. But like us in the kitchen, we work like 8 hours and on. That we got our breaks. We got 2 15s and 1 half an hour, but we probably took one of the 15s during that entire shift. And broke it down to like 3 or 4 smoke breaks.
Yeah,
that 1 15-minute break that we were supposed to get.
But that's what I do on Thursday night. They give us like a little extra time for breaks.
Yeah.
So I've actually broken it down to smaller breaks, like 3 smaller breaks during the.
No, I mean, quitting smoking is good. That's not. I mean, that's a plus.
Ultimately, yes.
Whether you're gonna get paid for extra 6 days or not, like in the long run, that's just your fucking health, right?
No, ultimately, yes, you're right.
But like, yeah, it's like, I mean, how did this conversation come to be? Like, we were talking about something else.
I brought up the 6 days.
No, that's not it. Like, we moved into talking about like, working to get something.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about spoiled kids. Somehow we just segued into quitting smoking.
Yeah, we always segue into shit like that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
But don't spoil the children.
Or is it? I'm not telling them. I'm hoping I won't.
You can't use that terminology. You can't.
I'm
hoping I won't spoil my child. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
You can't do it.
How did your dad raise you? Did you get everything you wanted when you asked?
Yes. Like, I got everything I wanted, but I had to work for it. Like,
so then raise your kids the same fucking way.
But then, yeah, I know. That's what I'm hoping for.
No, you can't.
No, I mean, your dad pretty much laid out the groundwork for you. Just follow that.
Yeah, simple.
I'm just hoping.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to raise him the way I was raised. Like, there are certain things that I probably wouldn't teach my kids or raise them on. Like, there's certain things that I disagree with my parents did, but like, for the most part, they raised me the way that I would.
But it's the parents that annoy me. They're the ones who turn around and say, "I'm not raising my child anywhere like I was raised," and then that's when they literally cave in and they give them every fucking thing. Like, no, I'm not having it. I felt that disappointment of not having that fucking patch doll, that Cabbage Patch doll, or whatever. So if they ask for that, there you go.
Speaking of which, do you know how much that fucking thing costs now?
No.
You remember how much it costs?
I don't fucking know, man. We were having a really good conversation. Now you want to talk about price of a Cabbage Patch doll?
No, he brought it up. I couldn't believe how much it cost when we went just shopping that day. It was $65.
Yeah, I know, they're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, here's the thing though. Like, I get it. Like, I get that. But then there are certain people that I know that like fucking grown up. Their parents couldn't afford the stuff they wanted, so now that you're grown up, like you're working, that they're buying the shit they want. Like, oh, I like that, so I'm gonna buy it. I'm like, but like, and those are the same people when they go on to have kids. They're like, because I couldn't get it, I didn't get it when I wanted. Like you said, they're gonna give it to their kid whenever they ask for it. But that's not how it is.
It doesn't work on a beneficial basis.
Always make your kids work for it. Always make your kids work for it. Yeah. I wanted a cell phone when I was in high school.
Yeah.
My mom said, "Okay, I'll get you a cell phone." She went and got me a application to Metro.
Okay.
She's like, "There's your cell phone." Yeah. She's like, yeah, they're hiring.
I'll co-sign. I'll co-sign it. You get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, you get a job as long as you have money to pay for your bill. We'll go get you a cell phone, and that's how I got my cell phone.
That's fine.
She's like, I'm not gonna buy you a cell phone. I'm like, I guess that's a little bit too much to ask for, anyways. Yeah. But she's
especially at that time.
I know, man.
When cell phones first came out,
she was like, yeah, that's what she did, and it's like literally that day I like filled out the application at home, and then went to Metro, dropped it off, had an interview right away, and then had a job in like 2 days after.
Yeah.
So I'm like, perfect. I worked like I think 10 hours a week. That was,
but that's it. That's
10 hours a week. That's 4 weeks. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I got enough money to pay for my cell phone bill, and I have extra money.
Yeah,
I'm like, that was perfect.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Well,
in the system that we're living in at the moment, that's the way that you have to do things.
Yeah, I know.
I like to think I want my kids to want shit, but at least know they have to work for it.
I mean, it's okay to want stuff. That's just human.
Yeah, exactly. I
want a Bentley Continental, but
yeah, like I want
never
an Aston Martin Vanquish.
Fuck yeah, I will never have one.
No.
I mean, I want my kids to have like everything they wanted, like every possible thing they want.
Every parent does that.
Yeah.
But I just hope they have the idea that they got to bust their ass to get it.
I mean,
you have to make sure that they know that.
Oh, I'll make sure.
You as a parent.
That's the thing. You as a parent, that's your responsibility to teach them responsibility, right?
You want that? Work for it.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
I mean, you can have whatever you want. It's like for me, I have kids one day. Like I'm like, yeah, I'll buy you whatever the fuck you want, but like, show me that you deserve it.
Start shoveling some shit.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Oh.
Hey, if it's your job to like, do the dishes or take the garbage out or like walk the dogs.
But that's you have so many parents now that literally you will sit at a table, eat your food, and then walk away. You did that in our house? Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Christ.
No.
Where are you going? To my room. Sit.
Yeah.
Wait till everybody finishes.
Really?
Fuck yes. Oh.
We actually didn't have that rule. But then again, there was only 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then 2 of us, so it's like... and then
Yeah.
we never really ate at the same time either because of the timings. But yeah, it's true though. Like, I go and like, one thing weird that I got actually spoiled on is like, my mom never let me do the dishes. I don't know why. She's like, always leave it. But like, I always go like do them. Like, she's not home. Like, I'm like, I eat something and I go like clean the dishes and put it on the dish rack. And then she's like, and then I found out why. She's like, she didn't trust me to clean it properly.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this not clean?
My mom, bro.
Is this not clean?
Bro, I'm telling you, my mom, when she was sober, was the exact same way, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about.
For some reason, she did not let me do the dishes. I'm like, she just didn't trust me to clean them. Yeah. I'm like, I scrubbed the shit out of them. And I was like, do you not see this is clean? It's like, oh, she's like, okay, fine.
I remember the day my mom tried to teach me to do laundry. I was like 8 or 9. She said, you don't learn how to do laundry now. I was like, what? Taught me how to like separates whites from colors and stuff like that.
Oh, I hated that.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking hated that with a bastard passion.
To the point when I do laundry, I just fucking, like, I look at everything. I remember the first time like I moved down, I was doing laundry, and it was just like, I was like, colors, okay, whites, colors. I'm like, wait a minute. Nobody's bugging me. Oh, yeah, fuck, I moved out. Well, grabbed everything, just put it in the wash. Whites, colors, I don't give a shit.
But it's perfectly, now you've got cold wash liquid and shit like that. It's fine. You can throw everything
together.
Can
throw everything together now.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was back in the day when if you randomly put a red sock in there, everything comes out fucking pink.
You had to do a hot wash.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I have one
the colours were never fixed. It was just because I mean one of the things that my dad taught me was very, very early on is hottest you can get for your colours, and then throw a load of salt in there. I was like,
salt,
yeah.
Really?
Oh fuck yeah!
What does that do?
It's what they call in the textile industry. It's what they call fixing the color.
Okay.
So what the salt does is
like the vibrance of it.
No, No, it literally stops the colour from running. So it fixes the colour, the dye, in the fabric.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Then you fixed it. So once it's fixed, it doesn't run, or doesn't run anywhere near as what it used to do, because they automatically do that now. It's all done in the textile industry itself. And then that's why if you get clothes that run, the colours that run, they are being made very, very, very cheaply.
Now, not that I need to change the subject or anything, but we're almost done, and I want to get your opinion on some stuff.
Wow, that was 2 hours?
We're at 1:45 now.
Shit, that actually went by real quick.
That went by fast.
Well, we're having a good show.
Yeah.
St. Mike's. What do you think?
The school?
Yeah.
From what you've been telling me, I think it's fucking disgusting.
Try those kids as adults.
Yes.
I would hope so. See,
but would they do that in Canada? I don't know. I know they would do it in the US, but here
I think you can get tried as an adult.
Can you?
Is there like the kids were what, like they were like 16-year-olds?
I think the oldest is like 17.
See, 17 one could get tried as an adult. I think I'm not sure if they do that in Canada.
I don't know.
I think they do, but you.
I know they do in the States. They can do.
They do, but they split the time.
Is
so
it
like
the severity of the crime too, though.
Yeah. You have to convince the judge to allow it. But
how could you? How if a kid kills somebody? How can you try them as an adult in Canada?
I think what happens is that you can, and so you get the punishment as an adult. So if you kill somebody at 14 and you got life in prison, just say,
well,
no, because life in prison in Canada isn't life in prison.
What is it? Still, is it the same as UK? It's 25 years.
25 years, yeah. So, but what happens is that, if I'm not mistaken, is that just say you did it at 16. From 16 to 18, you live in a juvenile facility.
And then they transfer you to...
And as soon as you turn 18, they transfer you to the adult facility.
Wow, that's cruel.
It's not like the States where they stick you into the adult population at 14.
Wow.
I didn't think they do that in the States because they got their juvenile system too, though.
Yeah, they
have a juvenile system, but if you just say again...
What the fuck? If you're tried as an adult, I assume you still, after the sentencing is done, I hope you just put him in a juvie, and then when they're an adult, transfer them over. But not stick a 14-year-old in a fucking maximum security prison.
Me.
No, they do that to the States.
Are you sure?
Dude, watch I'm a Killer.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do watch that show. But
there's at least three. There was three of them. They strictly say they did something mischievous and they got caught and they were arrested, and after the trial, they were master fucking thieves.
Well, yeah, you learn a lot.
You go in with a fucking doctorate in marijuana, come out with a PhD in crack.
Yeah.
So
but these kids coming back to the school thing, I think that's got to be looked at in so many different levels. Yeah, not just for the perpetration of the crime that they committed.
No, it's just
it's how
there's a lot of things wrong with that.
There is immensely because if you allow that system of hazing or whatever you want to call it to go
garbage.
Whichever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. But it's you're allowing that. And I don't care whether the teachers turn around and say, well, we didn't know that they were doing it, blah, blah, blah. Of course they fucking know. They know that. Teachers aren't that stupid.
Where they were fucking wrong was, again, when you're a principal, you find out this happens, you don't call the police.
Stop it there.
You don't fucking call the cops.
No.
Internal investigation?
No.
This is not like a regular, prank at a school.
No.
Again, this is a double-edged sword again. We had this conversation. I'm going to tell you what I thought and see what you think.
Okay.
The idea is that they should have called the police right away, but there's what, 7 videos, including the first one, or 6 including the one?
I can't remember.
Okay, we'll just say 7, okay?
Sure.
7 different videos. The first video, from what I read and what I heard on TV, was that it was more of an innocent video where, the kid was drunk, he was passed out, they brought him into the bathroom, into a sink or whatever, and poured cold water on him and smacked him. Okay? Okay, it could be borderline, I guess, with a criminal charge if the kid didn't want to be touched. I get it. The other ones, So what happened was the principal and the head or whatever got that video first. So that's when they started their internal investigation.
There, I can understand doing an internal investigation on that particular
because it looked like
video.
a prank. Yeah, but once they got, then what they should have done is after the second video with Kal, like Cal's alluding to, then call the fucking police.
Oh, absolutely.
Right away, and not continue the internal investigation.
No.
Call the
Oh, the principal's now resigned.
And the dean or whatever he is, the head, like the two heads, the president and the dean or whatever.
Sure, whatever the system they have, the hierarchy there. But
Chip Chipperson, I don't know.
The principal's he resigned. I know that like a few days ago. It's really like you're just looking at like these private schools, like fucking, it's really is weird that the way how they portray like private schools in movies. It is how it is, like at 90% times in real life.
Have you ever watched, which obviously you'll have to add to your watch list, because I presume you haven't watched it. It's
probably not.
It's called Switched at Birth.
The movie?
No. TV show.
It's a reality show, right?
No. She obviously is born, and this other girl is born, and they are literally switched at birth, and they don't find out until they're like in their teens that this happened. Now, the way that it happened was that this particular girl, she was at a private school, and as she's at a private school, they were doing this test, and they did the prick test to find out whether they were A, B, A, O, U, or whatever there. And she went home, told the parents that she was this particular blood type, and the parents were saying that's impossible. They must have got it wrong, because you can't, because of our blood types, you can't be that.
Yeah.
So they then took her and had a DNA test, and then the person, they said, okay, then you aren't their child. Anyway, cut long story short, in this Switch at Birth, you get this private school, and the other girl who's now introduced, she goes. The parents are rich, so he's an ex player for the Royals. They send her for a better education. They take her out of deaf school, and they send her to this private school.
Yeah.
And then you see how evil these kids really are towards her. Number one, she's deaf. Number two, she's ginger, and number three, she's from this like Hispanic background. Yeah, and it's like they treat her with absolute contempt.
Oh yeah, man! Like, and
it's
the thing is, again, like,
and you can see that happening in real life.
And it's also like we're coming back to like parenting.
Yeah,
like it's your job as a parent not to fucking raise a douche.
Yeah,
I may fucking shave my kid's head off if they bully someone.
If they do something like that, I will fucking take them to juvie myself. You're gonna fucking learn today.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna fucking learn today.
Have you seen the video where like the daughter was bullying? There's one like the daughter was bullying like a kid with cancer at the school.
No,
it was a cancer. I think it was a cancer survivor, but she was in school. She was still kind of weak, getting her energy back, type of thing. And this girl like was bullying her, pushing her around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the mother found out, and she's like, "You want to bully around someone with cancer? I'll bully you." And just grabs her hair and starts shaving it off on YouTube.
No, I think that's
taking it too far.
That's violence.
That's not kids not learning a lesson with that.
That's violence.
That's just kids not learning. Kids not fucking learning a lesson by shaving you shaving their head, and also like fucking showing how much of a bad parent you are on video.
Yeah.
Like how much of an abusive parent you are on fucking video because you're shaving their head.
Yeah.
Listen, you wanna raise a kid that doesn't bully. You gotta show them that's not the way to treat people. You can't fucking shave their head and beat them up. You can't be a bully to the kid that's being a bully. That's not going to solve the problem.
No, I didn't say it was
But that's what you see. That's what so many people honestly believe that parents should do is bully their children because then their children won't be bullies. That's absolute fucking bullshit. What that mother should have done, to me, in my opinion, what she should have done is say, okay, get in the fucking car. Get in that car. We're taking you to the local cancer centre where you are going to volunteer to help people with that disease. You are going there, and you're gonna see it firsthand And once you get somebody who, like, have you seen people who's like on chemo and shit like that?
My adopted one was
Fuck.
Yeah.
They are. It's like, it's fucking awful. I watched both my parents die of cancer. So if my kids did that, Jesus, you're volunteering till you're fucking
like
80.
you're gonna go. They're gonna go first. Like fucking apologize to that.
Oh
kid.
yeah, straight in front of
front of him. No writing letters.
No.
You're gonna fucking go there
Face to
and
face.
apologize, face to face. Apologize. Like you don't fucking treat people like
No.
whether they have cancer or not. You just
It
don't
doesn't
fucking
matter.
bully people.
No. With that being said, is there anything else you like to add, Will?
No, just I suppose I've got to wish you happy birthday, even though I don't fucking agree with it. But never
Well,
mind.
I guess he just did. So
You still
happy birthday.
wait, time out, hold on. You still didn't explain why you hate a birthday.
He don't fucking believe. In
I don't
birthdays.
believe in them.
Okay.
You're born and then you travel this extent of time and then you die.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's-
Why celebrate just the day or the second you were birth?
Like,
I've-
you are very much communist person. You know
Yes.
that? You are like fucking to the core. Like you are just fuck me. Like it's actually really fucking impressive. Like how calm you are, right? Like I mean, honestly, man. Like you got this. Like you are like what if there's a? I mean, I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, there is the fucking what is it? The Communist Manifesto.
The Communist Manifesto.
If that it is, you are the embodiment of the Communist Manifesto.
Really?
I mean,
Fuck.
I mean,
no.
you're pretty close, man. Like
No.
you are just like fuck, man. You're just it's. Like
It's
I hear you speak sometimes. I'm like, my God, man, this guy like live and breathe this shit. Like,
dude, I think the same way. Like
he's just
I love
fucking-
you, but I mean, there's gotta be something you do that's fun.
I do a lot of things. That's
I mean, here's the thing.
But something that like there's gotta be something that me and Cal, let's say, we would like to do.
But that's the thing, though. Fun is not.
It's in the eye of the beholder, and I get that too. But every so often, at least someone like you and I, we
We
do.
both go to the bar.
Yeah.
The three of us. That'd be fun.
Well, I
That's fun.
guess. Yeah,
and then
it
you asked me to go for some strange reason. You went off on your idioms, but that you like you wanted to go to the sex show. Sure, I'll go. I
We
don't
do
mind.
the podcast. That's fun.
Fine.
I guess you're right. You're right.
I do these things. But what you class as and the stupid fucking wrestling and garbage like that, no, not for me. Fuck no.
Come on now. So, with that being said, Cal, you got anything?
No, just make sure you guys follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Podbean, Instagram, Twitter, and there will be a new poll this week. And I'm sorry I haven't put one up in a couple of weeks, but there will be a new poll this
Do you
week.
think is Dominic a snowflake?
It's coming out on
gotta
Monday.
be.
It's coming out
It's
on Monday
gotta
with
be.
with this episode. It'll be up on our Facebook, so go check it out. And also, I'll I don't know if you can make a poll on Instagram, but even if you can, I'll just take a screenshot of the poll and then put it up. Then you guys can
Click on it.
if you hit like on it.
Oh, you
it's-
can do that.
Can
you
you do
can
a
do
poll?
that.
Mama,
Yes.
fun, cool. Okay,
Yes, you can.
okay.
Perfect. So it'll be also on Instagram too. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, happy birthday to me.
Sure.
Hope you guys have a good week,
Sure.
and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
See you next week. Peace out.
Peace.